Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming, playing Age of Wonders Planetfall. In case you've wondered why I've not put out many videos in the last week and a half, it's because you may hear from my voice I've had, I don't know, flu or very bad cold or something, I don't know. And basically I had such a bad cough and I couldn't really see straight, I couldn't really make any videos. So I think I put one out at the weekend about Genesis Alpha 1, which is one of the pre-made ones I can't have in reserve if I'm unable to make a new one. And I thought I'd wait, I have got other pre-made ones, but I thought I'd wait until I thought I could make another video in the series, which is today. So this may not be quite as long as some of the videos I normally make, that may be a good thing. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to make another video in the next day, it depends how my voice is, but hopefully I'm better now, so it should all be back to normal. Anyway, so I came into this game and I couldn't remember where I was. It's at least, well, it's when I last posted on the channel probably, so it's at least a week and a half since I played a game on my Empire in Age of Wonders. I have played it on a couple of turns because when I came onto the game I realised there was a couple of things that weren't really necessary to see. There was a couple of units that were levelling up, or not levelling up, healing, and so I just thought I'd let them do that. There was a couple of units that were going to merge up in this area. I think I made another sector, which is there. So just a few little bits and pieces. It took, I think, 2 turns. So things I've noticed and why I decided to end playing off video and start the video is, number one of the things I wanted to show you was this. It's nothing particular, it's just a thing I've mentioned before. It's a Marauder army, and as I said to you before, it's always good to wipe out Marauder armies when you can, because it's quite possible that later on they'll get stronger. I'm never quite sure whether the ones that appear just start this strong and move into your area, or whether they grow, because it's impossible to know because they come from other areas. This one wasn't here before, but either way, as you can see from the power of that, 1,475 armour power, it's at least equal to and better than most of our armies. And you never quite know what they're going to do. That might just go off somewhere and not do much. It might stay in one place, which is annoying, or it might attack one of our cities or one of our bases. If it attacked a base, it would win. If it attacked a city and the city hadn't got an army in it in itself, it might still win. So yeah, you need to be aware of these random Marauder armies, and I suppose like in life, they haven't got a cause, they haven't got a faction, so they just do what they want, and that actually makes them, when they're very powerful, that makes them dangerous. So that's that. Also up here we have an army which is fully healed now, and you can see over here there's a sector which is a nothing sector, it's just coast, but the other thing it says there is you can claim the sector and make it a naval base, and that's something you might want to do, because it's always worth having, you can get ships basically, or bigger rafts, but you can get ships which you can make at the naval base only, obviously, and it's always worth having that, because although I've not done sea battles that much in this game, you may need to, depending on what the other factions are doing. So I'm going to do that, and the reason I'm going to do it there, and when you do make a naval base, and I think I said this before in a video a long time back, always make sure that you're making it in a strategically useful place. So number one, make sure that it's joined up to the sea where you might want to go. So there's the AI player there, and there's the AI player here. So we might well want to attack them or defend them, so that's good. And also make sure if it's an area where you've got fog of war, I can't find one at the moment, but there would be one. Make sure that you're not building a naval base in a lake, which is a thing that used to happen in Age of Empires. I remember building piers and fishing fleets in lakes, and it was quite a small lake, but I hadn't noticed at the beginning, so I was just stuck in this lake. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we'll send that over there. Like I said, it takes a while to get on your raft. The other faction are claiming this sector as well, which is going to cause conflict, but they're going to be claiming all the coast sectors anywhere near them. So, it is what it is. I decided to, where is it? I decided to start moving one of my armies back. I realised that there is, I don't know what this marauder is going to do, but I wanted an army kind of in that area. And the army we have up here, I had an alternative plan for them, which is to attack that small marauder there next turn. So that's cool. Got a message from the Paragon faction. Oh, that's interesting. So they want us to fight that very big marauder army. The things they're offering aren't anything of note, but if you kill the stronger, like war games, the stronger the enemy you kill, you might pick up some loot or something like that, and we would probably need to kill these at some point anyway, so I'm gonna accept that for now. If that faction, that NPC had been over here or somewhere right out of the area, and I hadn't intended to, it hadn't been bothering my own sectors, I would probably have turned that down, because even though we'll almost certainly have to use 2 armies to fight it, we're bound to lose units, so it's not really worth it. But like I said, it's right in the middle of our territory, so we'd almost certainly have to do something with it anyway. Okay, that's that. You get to a point in this as well where you have to decide whether you want to attack the AI player or the AI players that are nearest you, because that one's nearest, and now we're going to have a conflict not a conflict, but they're going to lose some like for us, because we're going to take that sector, make it into a base. See, it says they won't like us, but shame about that. I would suggest when you do those things where you're going to displease other AI players, you wait until you're some way into the game and kind of half prepared to have a war. So, okay, we're kind of half prepared to have a war. But anyone's ever prepared to have a war, but oh, that little alien thing has run away to a whole group of alien things, so I think we might not attack that. We'll go around there and we might pick up that free stuff. Okay. Okay, so that unit is on its way up there because that unit is under strength. We've got no cities up there to build units, so we're sending those to join. And now we've got that lot going there. And we'll make one more unit to fill up the units there, and then we'll probably send that one and we'll have both those units attack that. You don't have to fill up your army slots. It's just one of those things. Maybe I'm OCD. I don't think I'm OCD. But I like to see my armies filled up, even when they've been in a battle, and you've seen this just now when they've dropped a couple of units in a battle. My first thought is let me make more to fill up the spaces. So I don't know what that's about. Okay, we're making that base there. That's good. We've got
this power to me.
New thing there. That's the only tech left in that, which we will do. Okay. Still got the hotel cauliflower. We were going to go over there and attack it, or at least check it out, but because we've got to fight this idiot army there, we haven't really got the spare army. Actually, talking of spare army, it's what we'll start doing. I don't think there's anything else we can really make here. I think we haven't got much cosmite to make really modded up units, but well, we'll make another random unit. Because you can always mod them up later, and like I said, when it gets nearer and nearer the mid-game, like now, you kind of want to have as many extra units made in case you suddenly end up in a war, and you never know when that might come. Let's just check out the diplomacy. There is me. They're not unhappy with us, but they're not really happy. You can see through that little grey face. No, we don't need to negotiate with them. They're happy, they like us a lot. Celia and Ebra with the Mexican sounding surname. Is again not overwhelmed with us, but you know, that's the world, man. Tell me any world leader that's enamoured with another one in reality, not just for publicity's sake or politics' sake. Anyway, okay. Yeah, like I said, I would advise definitely building up your army, not just the armies with your generals or your leaders, but also just your normal armies. So that army needs to head back because there's no point in being on a raft. So there's our military base, and we can upgrade that to hydro exploitation sector. And if you look now here, there you go. We've got a Storm Raider, which is a ship which we could build as many of, just like it just works exactly the same as the the on-land armies and the airborne. You just make ships and you can have 6, in a army, and you can mod them up as well. So now we have that ability. We may not use it just yet. Okay. And there again, we're just going to build up some extra army. If you remember, if you watch the earlier videos, we missed out on one of our leaders because at the time when we could have recruited one, the last one we could have recruited, we didn't have enough energy to buy them, so they buggered off and we didn't get another one, and that happens. I don't know if I don't think it's a set amount you get. I've always found it to be from 5 to 6, but sometimes you get less, and something can happen that means you get a lot less, which would be that you haven't got the resources to buy them, because each time you get a new one, the cost goes up to recruit each one, or you may be picky and you may refuse some and turn them away, and I think if you keep doing that again, they won't keep offering you new ones past a certain point in the game. I think there's a certain point in the game, and I don't know exactly when that is. I don't know whether it's written into the game or it's just a random point where you don't get offered any more. So we're already one leader down really to what we could have. So what I'm going to do, we'll take one more turn of this. It's a very nice looking game. I like how it looks. It looks cool. Okay, so we're going to go and get that. Oops. Actually, maybe we won't. Where's that? We might just wait for that. Replacements unit to get there, and then we'll join them. And the reason I'm doing that is because once you go anywhere in this game, with any game, turn-based or not, you never quite know what dangers might be there or might come about. So we can go there thinking, yeah, that's all right, it's just a free grab, but something from here or there can come there and we'll be stuck with a weakened army. So that's not going to be a good thing. I think we'll station that one there, because one, it's near the teleport, and 2, it's near the military base, so the naval base. They're making units. They are making units in readiness to go and attack them. They're waiting to attack them. And we haven't really got anything going on here. I'd like to, like I said, I'd like to attack the Hotel Cauliflower, but we just haven't got a free army to do it, and that's probably going to cost a lot of units in doing it. I don't know, but I'm guessing. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video. Another thing I'll show you at the top now, before I do, is the influence, the green circle. You can see there it's gone into red, and that's because we've got to kind of like our maximum. So like I said, when you're building forward bases, at a certain point you'll kind of want to build them anywhere you can within reason, not necessarily just annoying other factions, because there's no point in building them everywhere so you fall out of favour with another faction so badly they have a war with you, unless you want to, but you might as well use that. So as you can see at the top, you do get to a point where you can't make any more of that. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video now. I know it's slightly shorter than the videos I normally do, but I'm aware that at some point I'm going to start coughing, and I don't want you to have to endure that. So thanks for watching. I'll be back with another instalment of Age's Wonder of Planetfall next time. In the meantime, take care.